This, I don't know if this is an incredibly hot take or an incredibly unpopular opinion, but I actually enjoyed Captain America Brave New World. Hot take, it's crazy. People can have other opinions in 2025, am I right? So let's just chat about it just a little bit. Alright, so not too long ago I actually got the chance to watch Captain America Brave New World. You guys follow me on Instagram. You saw me posting about it. And I was in Katsucon the past weekend, so I wasn't able to watch it opening night. But when I came back, I actually got a chance to go watch it with my best friend. And it's genuinely not as bad as people make it out to be. They make it out to be like it's this terrible film. They make it out to be like it's the worst film since, I don't know, since The Eternals or whatever other film people generally say is terrible. But I thought it wasn't that bad. It was a little bit sloppy. You could tell a lot of stuff. It was just chopped up. It had a lot of unique issues, but overall the pacing as well as the story, I found it to be very intriguing. At least for me personally, I was pretty much ripped and entertained the entire way through. And spoilers for the movie, for this review, if you guys haven't seen it or if you guys don't care, you can keep watching. But the whole thing that this is pretty much a sequel to the Incredible Hulk without actually having the Hulk is pretty much right. That's what I saw people online comparing it to, and I 100% agree. As far as the leader's design choice, nothing crazy. I mean, people wanted the big head, but I kind of like the disfigurement. It makes it feel more realistic. It makes it feel like being tortured for 16 years straight or 18 years straight is what would happen to your brain if you had like a bunch of needles stuck in your head, or if you were exposed to too much gamma radiation. Unlike the Hulk, who became super strong and buff, the radiation eventually got to the leader's head, to Samuel, and just made it look convulsing and disgusting looking like that, which from like, I think it makes sense realistically, but I know other people will not like that design choice. But me, I think I'm one of the few people who actually doesn't mind the design choice for that personally. As far as the Thaddeus Ross storyline, I think it was pretty well done. I think it was honestly well executed. I know originally the ending, it had Thunderbolt Ross not surviving the final battle, which would have been a bummer because I really liked his character in this movie. It really shows Thunderbolt Ross' actions throughout the years, ever since the 2008 movie through Civil War, and just how he is right now. It really shows the progression of a character. Yeah, he's a bad dude. Like, he's not the best human. He's made a lot of mistakes. He's been trying to change things up for the better, even though people hate on him, even though he's done some shady things. Is he the type of person I would personally vote for? Hell no. But I really do like his dynamic, how pretty much his film is centered around him. But that also brings up my valid criticism of this point. It's pretty much focused too much on Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross and his storyline. It felt like there was two different storylines, two different movies happening at once, which kind of felt like the main issue of this film. There wasn't enough build up to Sam Wilson's Captain America. I really liked him in the film. Whenever he was in there at the beginning and the takedown sequence of the Serpent Society towards the beginning of the film, I thought that was really well done. The fight scene over Celestial Island, I thought that was pretty well done. I thought the fighting scene, the dogfight scenes were really great. I really wish we got to see more of him because he was the Falcon, and I really do wish we got to see more fight over that. As far as Celestial Island, the fact that it took him like what 4 years since Eternals to address something as simple as that is kind of crazy. A super big plot hole, as well as introducing adamantium in the world through the Celestials, I guess kind of makes sense from the perspective of the MCU, because they finally got their adamantium. They can finally introduce mutants, and of course the Japanese like are gonna dig it up, because if you're familiar with the Weapon X storyline, then you know they always do shady things. The Japanese are heavily involved with Wolverine's origin story, which makes me wonder how they're gonna introduce Wolverine in the MCU, because things are entirely different. Circumstances are completely different. But yeah, I really do wish we got to see more of Sam Wilson's Captain America. Like, I felt like he was very underutilized in his own movie. It felt of them he's trying to assassinate the president rather than include this whole Incredible Hulk sequel, at least in my opinion. Like I said, it felt like they were trying to squish two different movies into one thing, and the whole aspect Brave New World, I guess because it's a different era, but the fact that it's coming off the multiverse saga, it just kind of feels weird. Like the multiverse saga in general just feels so convoluted. They're just pretty much throwing whatever sticks at the wall. But overall, I thought it was a pretty decent film. It wasn't bad. Is it rewatchable? Yeah, in my opinion it is. Is it as great as The Winter Soldier? No, it is not. But nonetheless, it is still a good film. I really like the final battle between Thaddeus and Sam. I thought that was pretty good. Red Hulk's design, his introduction, I thought it was really well built. But like my friend was saying, the transformation of Red Hulk should have happened in Celestial Island, so he could have gone on a rampage, and then it leads towards a bigger battle where they have to chase down the Red Hulk. I feel like that would have been a way better sequence. Like the middle could have been like the final battle, and towards the end you have a better conclusion. But that's just me. That's just my criticism and my valid points about this film. Overall, it's not too bad. Not as bad as people make it out to be, so don't listen to those online. It's not definitely not the worst Captain America film, but it's not the best. I think it's not that bad. Not that bad. That being said, that's just my opinion at the end of the day. If you guys want to make your own, go watch the film. I really recommend go watch this film at least once. And no, do not listen to any of those people online saying, oh, it's too political, blah blah blah. That's not my Captain America. Well, guess what? Captain America has always been political, and Captain America is more about an ideal than a country. He stands for the ideal of what America should be, not what America currently is. Which is pretty annoying to explain that to a lot of people these days. But yeah, that being said, what did you guys think of the movie? Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree with me? So yeah, peace.